man. 122 pounds, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
You guys come from Walker, Wisconsin. Going to watch
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas, bro.
All right, Keyshawn Davis says that Devin Haney don't want no smoke with Shakur Stevenson. He said that he'd be surprised if Devin Haney let his nuts hang and fought Shakur Stevenson after Lomachenko. He also got into kind of the psychology of Lomachenko with Devin Haney a little bit. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. He said he'd be surprised if Haney fought Shakur Stevenson and let his nuts hang. He said that he don't think he's scared or nothing like that. Scared? He think he just tired of making 135 pounds. He said that Devin and Haney will be a mega fight, a super fight, if Devin was to wait around and fight him. I don't know about that. Not right now. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing them fight. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a great fight prematurely than not get it way down the road. So I'm with him. I would like to see them both fight. You know, but seeing this mega or super fight, not yet. Not yet. They still. I mean, Devin Haney is about to, you know, get his first signature win, and Shakur Stevenson still looking for a signature opponent, a signature win. So I mean, they can be their first signature fights. But I mean, I guess. But you know, at the end of the day, I mean, shit, if they want to fight, they want to fight. That's something they can discuss. But, you know, I don't know about it being no super fight or nothing like that. I think they on the right trajectory. But, I just think that they just need, you know, seem like it need more. But, you know, but they could do that thing 2 or 3 times over again. And then it might make, you know, them more appetizing for Tank and Ryan Garcia and other guys at 140 pounds. So, I mean, it's a good fight. I mean, on paper, I think when you look, you got 2 boxers. I think more boxers than boxer punchers in there. But the thing about it is that it's respect there. As soon as somebody land a good shot, it's going to get spicy in there. You know, you got 2 guys that was friends. They wasn't friends. They was friends again. So I think Shakur and Devin was kind of acting different. But you got to expect that shit too. You know, Devin came from money, but you got to expect, you know, a young dude who getting some exposure. You know, shit gonna happen. Shakur Stevenson had to make adjustments, and things changed around and with him too. So it's just, I mean, they both young. You know, but the good thing about, you know, men, you know, we able to bury the hatchet. Cause it's really never that deep. Remember a dude I used to work with at GM, he said that him and this dude that used to shoot at each other in the street and had real beef, got on the same plane in Arizona, and he was like, man, I wasn't on that. My man's like, nah, I ain't on that shit no more. And they buried the hatchet. You know, people was flabbergasted when Jeezy and Gucci buried the hatchet. Oh, that shit weak as hell. You hear people saying this, but then again, you know, they be the first ones to go to church and believe in forgiving everybody and forgiveness, and they forgive, you know, the others, and they be the same ones in court forgiving the cop that shot the brother in the apartment. They be the ones that, you know what I'm saying, they forgive everybody else. But like I said, I don't listen to ignorance. The streets is ignorant. It don't make no sense. You add up 1 + 1, in the streets it don't equal 2. You know what I'm saying? Some people got some of the information, some people got some other information. Only them 2 dudes know what happened and what the truth was. So it's always with social media, always, you notice they want to drive a wedge between amigos. You know, they always want to drive a wedge between people. You can't let people get between a relationship that's tight. You can't let nobody gas your head up. So it's good that they buried hatchet, and men, we're able to do that. Because it's really not an emotional attachment. Now, some shit that's unforgivable, though. And a lot of people's minds are some stuff that you ain't gonna never forget nothing that nobody do. But they got past it. And like I said before, it's usually, you know, we done fought and walked around the corner, a day or 2 went by, a week went by, and we back cool again. That's just in our DNA. Women, they naturally hold on to stuff. You know, and that's the difference. So, And I think, they'll be able to put them, them blinders on, and it'll be a good fight. I think as soon as somebody get hit, the dog gonna come out. You're gonna have a real dog fight. But he said Devin ain't scared, but Devin really, really big. He said he think he tired of making 135, but he said we know things. He was saying that we know things that y'all don't know in regard to Devin Haney not trying to fight him. So, I mean, if that's the case, and Shakur Stevenson want to press for it, he should start putting the press on now. He should be letting it know right now. Get on the phone with Devin Haney, see if they can make something work out. If not, if you want to start publicly humiliating them, take that route. Or you feel like, oh, it can happen down the road. It can happen at 40 or 47. However you want to go about it. But if you see an opportunity to, hit a lick, hit Sonic and get all his rings, go get it. Don't be, quiet and be like, well, I'm gonna give him a pass, and telling people behind the scenes that he really don't want to fight and he's scared and shook and all that type of stuff. If you want to fight, go get it. Go get it. Go get the fight. But if he on the other stuff, I mean, he on the other stuff. But it's a good fight. I pay for it for sure. I pay for it. I support the two brothers. But then Devin gonna fire back at Keyshawn Davis, and maybe they can get it on down the field, down the line. Maybe they can get it popping down the line. But yeah, I'm all for it. At this point, man, it's avoiding boxing, and it's a lot of pay-per-views coming up, like we spoke on. 2 in February, 1 in March, 1 in April, could be 3 in May, and 1 in June. So, and they ain't even factoring in what the UFC got cooking in the pot. But with them two fighting, I mean, that's a good fight. That's a real good fight. And they sparring footage, started to surface and all that type of stuff. And, they both on the elite level, both on the world championship level. And, Shakur, if Devin beat Lomachenko and move up, then maybe Shakur and Loma could fight again. Maybe Loma walk away. Maybe Loma move back down. It ain't no real big names left at 35. Everybody else is up and coming. Keyshawn Davis, the Floyd Schofield cat, Isak Cruz, it ain't no real big names there. So that could be Shakur Stevenson, one shot at a name. Now, I heard Shakur Stevenson say he'd be willing to move up to 140 pounds to take Josh Taylor on too. I read that. He said he's willing to go up to 40. So he probably ain't about to sew at 135 unless he get one shot and Lomachenko beat Devin Haney, which ain't out the realm of possibility. It's boxing. But I think, he get one shot at all the belts. Oh yeah, but I don't see him unifying 135 neither. I don't see that happening. I think he gonna spend some time there, and before you know it, he gonna be at 140. And the guys at 140 that been there, like Taylor, Regis, that been there, they either gonna have to fight some of these young dogs, these young bulls out here, or they gonna have to get out the way. I think it's about to be a shift at 47 as well too. So I think it's about to be a shift at 47. So you hear rumors about Terrence Crawford going up. You hear rumors about Errol going up. So this might be a shift. You might see, like the X-Men when they run into, Magneto, people, in the 90s commercial, they run into each other. That's what you about to see. You about to see Taylor, Regis at some point. They're going to run into somebody. So it's going to get interesting. 47 is about to get a replenishment of talent and a rise of talent. They're going to rise of Virgil, rise of Duran. They basically were about to be world champions already. And then you probably going to get Spencer and Bud getting up out of there. Keith probably about to get up out of there and retire. Sean gone, Danny gone. So it's going to be a turnover. It's gonna be a turnover. You're gonna see some of the Regis and Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor start to move up. And 35 is gonna be, Sabril Matias and Puello and big rugged guys, fighting the Gary Anton Russells, the Rolando Rolly Romeros, the Devin Haneys and guys like that. But it's gonna be very interesting. But Shakur and Devin, I mean, it's what the game been missing, like that Joel Santana album, which was fire. It's what the game been missing. We need young talent to get in there and bang with each other. I would say it's kind of premature, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'd rather have that. Sugar Ray Leonard had to get in there and fight tough guys early on to validate being the gold medalist. And he was the golden boy. He was the first golden boy. Even before, before Muhammad, there was no golden boy before him. There was no beloved fighter, especially black, like Sugar Ray Leonard. The original golden boy was black. Due to the Olympics, his smile, his talking, his hand speed, all that. And he had to take tough fights and still wasn't validated. Still didn't get validated. So he had to, he had to earn his power. So he had to fight Benitez, youngest world champion ever. That would never change. Unless the rules change. Say that every time. He had to fight Thomas Hearns Duran. And all that had to validate him. He lost in there. That's my favorite fight to watch him versus Roberto Duran. I always say that. That's my favorite Sugar Ray Leonard fight. It showed that he was a dog, bro. Even in the loss, his stock still rose. He turned around and beat him. He still held his own going blow for blow with Roberto Duran in there. So it's in a way they fight each other and they both stock right. But I don't think it's going to be boring because there's two boxers in there. I think because they know each other and it's in the hip-hop community going to come in there. The black community going to come in there. As soon as somebody get touched one time, it's gonna turn. That shit gonna be savage. It's gonna be probably gonna be humming around a classic in my opinion. That'd be a classic. As soon as somebody get hit, then it's gonna turn into a fight. I'm telling you, just watching them spar. I know sparring, it's gonna turn into a fight. So very interesting fight. I think Shakur is just better technically. I think Devin might just be a more physically gifted talent and bigger. But if Devin stopped loading up on his shot sometimes, he'd be a lot more dangerous to Shakur Stevenson. And for Shakur Stevenson, if he grow into his man strength, he'd be a lot more dangerous. But at moving up in weight-wise, that's going to favor Devin Haney frame. He need to move up. So we'll see what happens. But Keyshawn did go on to say that he ain't never heard Lomachenko sound like that, where he say Devin Haney look like a heavyweight. And he said that he probably think he's starting to decline. He has some shoulder surgeries, but it's still a good fight. But he said he ain't really never heard him sound like that and sound like a cop-out. And a lot of people share the same sentiment. So, man, we'll see. I ain't counting Loma out. But behind the scenes, it sounds like he's trying to count himself out. So, hey, it is what it is. What's that New Edition song? You got to count me. Yeah, count Lomachenko out. But check out the Boxing News playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere. It's the first link in the description. Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, and much more. Peace.